We learned late this afternoon, former White House chief strategist Steve Bannon has stepped down from Breitbart News Network, a stunning fall from political grace. This comes just days after a public break with his old boss, President Trump. Bannon had been executive chairman of Breitbart since 2012. A lawyer for the founder of Fusion GPS opposition research firm says someone has been killed because of the publication of that Trump dossier. The revelation comes in a transcript of Glenn Simpson's testimony before Congress that also suggests the government had a source inside the Trump campaign. The transcript coming out today without the blessing of the chairman. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge straightens things out for us tonight. Good evening, Catherine.
Well, thank you, Brett. According to the transcript, Simpson told Senate investigators former British spy Christopher Steele went to the FBI in July 2016, the same month the Bureau opened its Russia investigation, and again in September 2016 because Steele feared candidate Trump could be blackmailed. Simpson said Steele went further, claiming the FBI had a human source to corroborate. They, the FBI, believed Chris's information might be credible because they had other intelligence that indicated the same thing. And one of those pieces of intelligence was a human source from inside the Trump organization. But this was disputed by sources close to Simpson once the transcript was public, who told the Washington Post and NBC News the reference was to intelligence provided by the Australian ambassador about a Trump campaign aide George Papadopoulos. Simpson's attorney Joshua Levy did not respond to Fox's request for further clarification. In the transcript, the same lawyer claimed an individual was dead after the dossier was published a year ago this month. He, Simpson, wants to be very careful to protect his sources, Levy said. Somebody's already been killed as a result of the publication of this dossier, and no harm should come to anybody related to this honest work. Simpson told Senate investigators that Steele cut off contact with the FBI in late October 2016 after then FBI Director James Comey notified Congress that he was reopening the Clinton email case and a media report that the FBI had found no connections to Russia. Chris severed his relationship with the FBI out of concern that he didn't know what was happening inside the FBI, and there was a concern that the FBI was being manipulated for political ends by the Trump people. The transcript was released today unilaterally by the Senate Judiciary Committee's ranking Democrat Dianne Feinstein, who said innuendo and misinformation about the transcript undermine the investigation. The committee's Republican Chairman Chuck Grassley called the decision confounding because the investigation is ongoing and Feinstein's actions undermine the integrity of the committee and jeopardize its ability to secure candid voluntary testimony in the future. And as Fox News first reported in November, Simpson met with the Russian lawyer Natalia Veselnitskaya before and after the June 2016 Trump Tower meeting, but Simpson insisted he knew nothing about it, Brett.
Catherine, late today, the president released a memorandum taking on the so-called unmasking issue.
Well, that's right. According to the memorandum, the nation's intelligence chief, the director of national intelligence, Dan Coats, has 30 days to lay out the framework for unmasking. This is the identification of U.S. persons in foreign intelligence reports. These procedures will be followed by the intelligence community in the future when they receive requests from government officials to identify American citizens. The chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Devin Nunes, recently told Fox News his investigators had already found evidence the surveillance system was abused under the previous administration, Brett.
Okay, we'll follow it all. Catherine, thanks.
You're welcome.